Hello wonderful people. Oh boy guys, oh boy. Today I'm gonna show you a build that is very powerful. Scrubby scrub to the max. And I barely lost while using this build. Really guys, this build is super fun and it has its advantages and disadvantages, but I really wanted to share this build a while back and I'm just super busy very busy these days. But yeah, let's start. First of all, you're gonna need a couple of things to start up this superb build. This build that is very original in my opinion and is scrub, but you are excused for this scrubbiness since you die like in 2 or 3 hits. Well, let's start. The staff. Choose whatever staff fits, but usually the higher intelligence the better. I went for Azal's staff, you'll see it in a couple of hits, but it's very slow casting time. But it's super powerful, but the casting time can't be redeemed. I just couldn't redeem that slow casting time, and it has better dark scaling, so maybe we'll look at that in a different build. So Staff of Wisdom is my way to go. You need the blue dagger, which you get from the DLC. The blue dagger increases your magic by 5% magic damage, although it reduces your elemental defense by 200, but you already die in a couple of hits, so it doesn't matter. And you also need, and it's very rare by the way, and most of the items you need on this list is rare in this build. A Black Witch Domino Mask. Well, you're gonna need that one too. Good luck getting that one, but this one increases your damage by 3% for magic and lowers your HP by 15%. It's not that much worth it, but we're going for the maximum benefit here. And the other thing you need, the most important one of them all, is Unleash Magic. Which is not rare, you just have to go a couple of steps to get it, it's easy to get. And it increases your magic damage by 20%, now that's a big difference. But it reduces your HP by 30 freaking percent. But as I said, that's the point of the build, it's like a glass cannon mage sorcerer motherfucker fuck you up build, you know? And by the way, you need 58 intelligence to use this, Unleash Magic. And over top of all that, you can also add the Sorcerer Clutch Ring, which will also increase your staff damage by a lot, guys. It's I think 30, 35, something like that damage, but that translates to much more higher spell damage. So what does that do, guys, in turn? What does that do? Well, that makes every stupid spell very strong. And by the way, I did this in one sitting. This build I did in one sitting. I'm sure it can be proved upon a lot. And I used the same spells. I didn't like, in that day I didn't like try different spells. I really want to try like Soul Barrage and Soul Vortex, and everything becomes lethal. Soul Shower is magnificent with this build. It like fucks up your opponent, like really, guys. The point of this build that every spell that you have now is super powerful. Super powerful. Of course, you're gonna run into people who have high elemental defenses to magic and stuff like that. Well, that's the risk you're gonna take. And I'll talk about the disadvantages later, because clearly this build does have disadvantages. Although I almost did not lose. I only lost, I think, to one guy, and that's Stigma 77. He's a very known... sorry. He's a very known PS3 player, and I beat him twice, he beat me twice, and yeah, other than that, it was just impossible to lose. And the point of this build, the mentality you're gonna have when using this build, is keep your opponent dodging forever. That's the point. Now, your biggest enemy are the people who are gonna keep pressure on, but you have Soul Flash. Like, you can put whatever spells you want, but Soul Flash is very good. It makes your opponent think 3 times before they come and try to backstab you, because with all this stacking magic increase, everything does a lot of damage. Like Soul Flash sometimes does like 700 freaking damage. 700 on a Soul Flash, imagine. So Crystal Soul Spear and Soul Spear becomes like one-shotter almost. It depends on your opponent's defenses, of course. And this build, it's SL 200, although it is possible to do it SL 150. I'm 100% sure. Also, another thing about this build, yeah, as I said, before I go to the next point, your point is to keep changing your magic, spells. Of course, don't go in and just spam Crystal Soul Spear and Soul Spear. It might work, and it will work on a couple of noobs, but in general, people will roll that. You should mix. So for me in that build, I'm sure there's other spells I should have used, but Soul Shower and Soul Flash was very important in this build, because the evasion part, as I said, you want them to keep evading until you one-shot them. That's the point. And if you're gonna tell me, hey bro, you fucking scrub, or like always, you're a scrub, you're a noob, whatever, I die in 3 freaking hits, something like that. Now the blue dagger, I don't have the stats for using it, but you don't need the stats. You can have it, you can still get the benefits without without having, you know, the stats to use it. Although you have to have it on your left hand. So sometimes I'm using a shield. I'm really recommend having a high stability shield, because you don't want to get hit. Really, guys, you don't want to get hit, because as I said, you can die very easily. But at the same time, you can one-shot and two-shot people. The nicest feeling when you kill somebody just with Soul Shower, which I think it happens later in the video, just Soul Shower, and they just die. It's so much fun. That day, I really enjoyed my time. Like, I enjoyed it. And I've not been playing for a long time, but the last time I played, all the builds that I did were just different from the norm, you know? And this one, like, I wanted to try it since long time ago, but I don't know why, I just thought that it's not worth it. But when I tried it, was so much fun, and I'm sure you can do that to a dark build if you have Azael Staff especially. Because Azael Staff, even with having 70 intelligence and 70 in the faith, it has better yeah, it has better dark magic, better scaling, better base damage. So, and without dark clutch ring, even with Sorcerer clutch ring, you can't surpass the dark damage. And I do get one shots in the Azael Staff, as you see, I think on the left side. So yeah, you can have a lot of options. You can go dark build. This one is a Sorcerer, but the problem is in fight clubs it's not sustainable. You can see me in a clip before. Oh yeah, by the way, if you want to measure strength of a sorcerer build or whatever spellcasting build, you measure it by if you're using a weapon or not. And as you can see, I'm not even using a freaking weapon. I'm not using a weapon, okay? I'm not using a weapon, which is rare for me. I never do that. I always have a weapon, whatever build it is. I will make a weapon. But I wanted to show you the extent of the strength of this build. This build doesn't need a weapon, okay? This is a big deal. I'm winning with no weapon. That means you can't backstab, or you can, of course, parry and then put a spell on his face. But you know what I mean. So I really enjoyed this build. I'm sure I just want to show you the base of my build, and I'm sure you can improve on this build, like do it in your way, your spells. But it's definitely fun, and it's definitely original, and you definitely keep your opponent on their toes. They're gonna keep evading, because that shit hits hard. As you can see, it hits very hard. Imagine Crystal Soul Spear without any of the, you know, increased damage bonuses we're getting. It's very dangerous. Imagine all these things you put together. And the most fun thing is the spells that are just stupid or just don't do damage now are not just viable, they're super viable, and you can mix them up and become a true caster. Really, guys, this is not a scrub. It's a scrub in the meaning that you have to press R1 and that, but no, you have to think strategically and tactically to win with these builds. It's not like you know, just Crystal Soul Spear spam. It's not like that at all. And the most important thing, I enjoyed it. Of course, you know me. If I don't enjoy what I'm doing, I won't do it. And this build is very enjoyable, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So please try it and tell me what you think about it, and tell me what you can improve and what did I do wrong maybe in that build. But I did enjoy it a lot. Really, I laughed my ass off using this build. It was enjoyable. People didn't expect it. Look at Soul Shower here, guys. Look at Soul Shower and Soul Flash. It's just not normal, you know. And yeah, you know, variety is important for this game. We just got bored from Havel Jesters. Although lately, the last time I played, the last, you know, month when I was playing, people are getting more creative because everybody got bored from that bullshit meta. But anyways, guys, I have a lot of videos soon, and I hope you like the video. Tell me what you think about this build. And yeah, these are the last couple of clips, and I'll see you on my next video. Love you guys. Bye bye. Oh yeah, and one more thing. If you're still a noob in the sorcerer, you know, sorcerer class, check in the description my top 5 sorceries in Dark Souls 2. It will help you a lot before you use this build. Bye bye.